That's when I knew. That's when I knew it was like it probably got too loud.
Ew, like just think about the people that you have beef with and you survive. Lil Wayne, Birdman, and Drake, and you have no like scars from it.
And when you look at the parable of David and Goliath, and you see, somebody who's, very, dismissive or very arrogant or very, feeling like, because Drake wasn't talking the way he's talking now at the beginning, but when Kendrick wasn't saying that.
According to reports, Pusha T has returned to the spotlight to issue a strong warning to Drake, and he isn't holding back. The back and forth is reaching new heights, with Pusha T appearing prepared to get revenge on Kendrick Lamar. If you thought the Pusha T versus Drake controversy was over, it appears to have resurfaced. And you can be sure that Drake is feeling the heat now that both Pusha T and Kendrick Lamar are coming for him. Furthermore, in case you forgot, Kendrick Lamar is currently on his neck. When Pusha T totally upended the business in 2018 by disclosing one of Drake's greatest secrets in the Story of Adidon narrative, Pusha T literally brought Drake to his knees. In addition to disparaging Drake, Pusha T revealed in a huge bombshell that Drake had a secret son named Adonis with adult star Sophie Pursaux. The diss track not only rocked the charts, but also Drake's reputation.
And I'm like, again, who is this? Like, you got a whole child that you suppressing. You're not even, you got a whole child that nobody knows about. It's real.
We didn't really go that crazy on each other. And we left Nick out of it, and we left kind of family out of it.
Recall that Pusha T included Drake's famous blackface photo in his takedown as a precaution, leaving Drake frantically defending himself. Their feud was one of the most well-known in hip-hop history, but it also left Drake with a stigma that still haunts him today.
You are silent in all black issues, Drake. You really are. You are really, really silent. I don't hear about anything. You don't stand for nothing. You don't say nothing about nothing. You don't. It's just what it is.
The connection between Drake and Sophie Pursaux gained notoriety after they were seen together in Amsterdam following their rendezvous, in which Sophie purportedly claimed to be pregnant with Drake's child and provided concrete proof to support her claim. As one of Drake's most vicious rivals, Pusha T took that plot and used it as justification for an all-out assault. Fast forward to April 2024, and Drake is being hauled around the industry, still grappling with the fallout from his past. Drake fired the first shots in their feud, but instead of winning, he's been having trouble recovering ever since Kendrick Lamar's diss tracks, particularly Not Like Us, went viral and sent the internet into a frenzy. If you thought Pusha T's diss was brutal, Kendrick Lamar didn't hold back either. Fans have taken to Kendrick's accusation that Drake is a PDF, particularly when you take into account some of Drake's dubious history. For instance, when Drake took a girl on stage during a performance, he began admiring her figure and curves without maintaining a professional demeanor, despite being aware of her age. This made fans uneasy and raised serious concerns about Drake's behavior.
It's still legal age of consent in the state of California, right? It still could be deemed as distasteful.
Then, when Millie Bobby Brown was only 14, Drake was discovered texting her and even saying, "I miss you." Drake dismissed the incident as a friendship, but the internet didn't accept it. The situation sparked outrage, and fans were quick to call out Drake for his questionable actions, further fueling the fire in the ongoing feud and raising serious concerns about his behavior.
Fantastic, and a great friend and a great role model. You know, we just texted each other the other day, and he was like, "I miss you so much." I was like, "I miss you more." He helps me.
What?
Yeah. He's great. He's wonderful. I love him.
What's his advice for the boys?
You know, that stays in the text message.
Drake has allegedly filed multiple lawsuits against Kendrick Lamar and Universal Music Group, accusing them of inflating Kendrick's Spotify streams and manipulating his song to go viral, as Drake prepares for his highly anticipated 2025 Super Bowl halftime performance. Let's be honest, though, many fans believe Drake is just a jerk because he lost the beef. This legal battle only adds fuel to the fire, leaving fans questioning whether Drake is trying to save face after being outshined by his rivals.
Last week, Frozen Moments LLC, a company managed by Drake, filed a petition in the New York Supreme Court accusing UMG and Spotify of engaging in a scheme to ensure Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us broke through on multiple streaming platforms, according to the...
Even Charlemagne the God foresaw this drama during their back and forth, stating that Drake would eventually turn to legal action if things didn't work out for him. Now, instead of battling it out on the mic, Drake is attempting to legally challenge Kendrick Lamar's success. It's a shocking twist in an already explosive rivalry, with Drake opting for a courtroom battle over a musical one. Fans are left wondering if Drake's legal approach is just another way to save face after being dominated in the rap game.
What is the next move for Drake?
Lawsuit.
No.
Sue. Listen.
Why? He needs to sue all the investigators on Twitter have been pulling all the stories.
The investigators on Twitter ain't got to lose. Let me tell you something. Drake is
The internet remains unbeaten, so let's face it. What might Drake be most afraid of? One user is delightfully pointing out that Drake said in The Heart Part 6 that he handed Kendrick Lamar all the stuff he raps about. So why isn't Drake suing himself? The internet is quick to point out these inconsistencies, making Drake's legal moves look even more desperate and self-defeating. It's no surprise that Drizzy is rushing because of the worldwide spotlight Kendrick Lamar will get at the Super Bowl. There are whispers that Kendrick could perform Not Like Us and possibly call Drake out as a certified PDF on one of the largest stages in the world. The tension is at an all-time high, and it seems like Drake might be running out of ways to avoid the inevitable clash.
What's the deal, everybody? My name's Kendrick Lamar, and I'll be performing at Super Bowl 59. Will you be pulling up? I hope so. You know there's only one opportunity to win the championship. No round twos.
Drake, however, has further concerns since a number of sources indicate that Kendrick Lamar and Pusha T are working with none other than Fred Williams. Can you imagine the amount of hate these two are going to direct at Drake behind the scenes? Pusha T already has no patience with Drizzy, and now that he's teamed up with Kendrick Lamar, this is going to be a full-fledged event. A few mysterious posts appeared from Big Rap. When outlets displayed pictures of a DOT and a video that obviously hinted at Kendrick and Pusha's reunion with his brother Malice, fans went into full detective mode, piecing together the details and assuming that, based on leaked music databases, something significant was about to happen. Whips and Chains, a new song starring Kendrick Lamar, has been uploaded with credits. If this isn't a pretext for Drake to be dragged again, I don't know what is.
Lamar. Chains and Whips is the name of the diss track that CLAPS debuted at the Louis Vuitton fashion show. And TikTok is telling us that Kendrick Lamar is supposed to be on this song. Remember, back in August, Pusha T said they were missing just one feature.
From the snippets that have been circulating around the rhythm, it sounds like Pharrell went all out, making it obvious that Kendrick Lamar and Pusha T are aiming for Drake's neck. Rumor has it that this track may be among the hardest diss recordings we've heard in years. There are even whispers that references to some of Drake's most out-of-touch lines, such as those on Family Matters, will be included in the song. Given Pusha T's talent for transforming personal moments into diss tracks, you can be sure he'll touch on everything from Drake's lawsuits to his dubious past behavior. People are going crazy over this, and they aren't holding back. According to one person who mentioned the Drake Demise documentary, this track from Grace will go down in history as a clue to how big this fallout may be. Hip-hop putting Nas on a Pharrell beat with Pusha T's malicious DOT after a feud might well be a nuclear holocaust, demonstrating the potential power of this collaboration. And someone else perfectly summed it up. Petty, saying, as I often say, if you don't want something to happen, don't poke the bear. People are obviously anticipating this to happen, and Grizzly Drake is living evidence of what occurs when you believe a sleeping bear is dead. What are your thoughts on this tumultuous saga that is shaking the hip-hop scene in ways we have never seen before? Do you believe Pusha T is going to upend things even further by supporting Kendrick Lamar? Could Drake's lawsuits actually stand up, or is he just upset over losing the feud to Kendrick? Add your thoughts here in the comments below, as we must work together to unravel everything. Don't forget to hit the like button. Click subscribe to receive more authentic updates directly from the source.